Good day everyone, I am Trisha Largo and I am from the group Dude in Zivas and our topic is about the internet. First is the ANSI or it stands for American National Standards Institute. NCI is a private and non-profit organization that was founded in 1918. Its main job is to make sure that the standards for products, services, and systems are developed fairly in the United States. ANSI does not create these standards itself. Instead, it approves other organizations to do the work, making sure that the process is open and honest. The goal is to improve safety, quality, and efficiency in many different industries. Also, ANSI represents the United States and international standard settings group like ISO so that the American standards are recognized around the world. Next is CPU or the Central Processing Unit or also known as the brain of the computer. It is the main part that carries out the instructions and does all thinking and calculating. It takes data, follows commands from programs and tells other parts of the computer what to do. Everything you do on the computer on the computer like opening apps, typing or playing games is a process by the CPU. The faster, more powerful the CPU, the quicker the computer can work. Next is the DNS or the domain name system. So then it acts like the phone book of the internet. It translates every easy to remember website names like google.com into the numerical IP address that computers use to find each other. Without DNS, we would have to remember long numbers instead of simple names to visit websites. Next is GUI or the graphical user interface. GUI is the part of the computer or app that you see and touch. It uses pictures, buttons, and icons instead of just text, so it is easy to use. Next is HTML or the Hypertext Markup Protocol. So, HTML is the code used to build and design web pages. It tells the computer how to arrange text, images, and links so they look good on screen. Next is HTTP or the Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTTP is the set of rules that allows information to move between your device and the other and the website. Next is ISO or the International Organization for Standardization. So ISO is an international group that makes sure products and services are safe, good quality, and work well everywhere. Next is the OOP or the Object-Oriented Programming. OOP is a way of writing programs by grouping data and tasks into objects, making the code easier to organize and reuse. Next is OS or the Operating System. OS is the main software that runs a computer. It controls everything and helps other programs work. Next is PERL or the Practical Extraction and Reporting Language. PERL is a programming language used mainly to handle text, get data, and create reports. PHP or the Hypertext Preprocessor. PHP is a language used to make websites that are active and can change content based on what the user does. Next is the SQL or Structured Query Language. SQL is a language used to search, add, or change information inside a database. Next is WISP or the Wireless Internet Service Provider. WISP is a company that gives internet access using wireless signals instead of cables. Next is WMA or the Windows Media Audio. WMA is a file format made by Microsoft used to store and play music or audio. Next is the WW or the World Wide Web or WW is the system of websites and pages we visit and read using the internet. Next is XML or the Extensible Markup Language. XML is a language used to store and send information in a way that both people and computers can easily read. Android OS. Android OS is a free system made by Google. It works on mobile devices like smartphones. It includes the operating system, tools, and important apps. Next is assembly language. Assembly language is a type of code. It is used to control computer parts directly. It helps the machine work faster and better. Blog website. A blog website is like an online diary. People write articles or post there. The newest posts are shown first. Next is C programming language. C is a very old and popular language. It was made in 1970s. It is the base for many other programming languages. Next is C sharp. C number is a language based on C++ and Java. It helps people make programs and web services for Windows and internet. Next is cable modem. Cable modem gives fast internet using cable TV lines. It costs about twice as much as old slow internet. Next is chat room. All of us know what does chat room means. So chat room is a place online where people can talk to each other. Next is chat. So chat is when people type messages and talk right away on a computer or phone. Next is computer programming language. It is a language used to write instructions for computers. It tells the computer to do calculations or control machines like printers. Next is C programming language. It is a language built to improve the C language. It has special features to help make complex programs. Next is database. It is a collection of information or data. It is used to keep things organized for computer systems. Dial-up access. It connects to the internet using phone line. It's easy to use but costs more money. Next is domain name. Domain name is the name you type to visit a website. It is like the easy-to-read version of a website's address. Next is domain name system or DNS. It is like a phone book for the internet. It matches website names with their correct addresses so you can find them easily. High-level language. It is a type of programming language. It lets people write programs that can work on different kinds of computers. Next is hypertext preprocessor or the PHP. So PHP it is a language used to make websites. It helps create pages that change and work well with the data. Next is internet. So internet sabotable naman siya. It is a big network all over the world. It connects companies, schools, governments, and people together. Internet 2. It is a group in the USA that works to make the internet better and faster. Next is Interpreter. It is a program that reads and runs code directly without needing to change at first. Next is Java programming language. It is a language that started in 1995. It is very popular for making apps and programs for the internet. Low-level language. It is a language that is very close to how the computer works. It gives direct commands to the machine. Last is the netiquette. It is the set of the rules for good behavior when taking or working online.
So, hello everyone. I am Paharakal, the continuing reporter on this topic, which is the internet. So, magsugod ta sa operating system. So, what is operating system, guys? The operating system, it's like a window or Android is basically the main software that manage your computer or your phone. It's like the boss or the manager of your devices that control everything from running apps or kanang to storing files and kanang connecting to the internet. So next is program. So program, it is a set of step-by-step direction that tells the computer on exactly what to do, like how to play a game or kanang edit a video or calculate a number. Next is programmer. Kung na ay program, guys, not ay programmer. Ang kanang programmer, it is someone or a person who writes those step-by-step direction for the computer. Next is programming language. Ang kanang programming language, guys, it is a special set of rules and words used to write programs. It's how programmers tells computers on what to do. Since ang computer, guys, is dili sila makasabot og kanang regular English. Next is system software. Ang kanang system software mao na siya ang kanang software that helps the computer runs its basic functions like ilahang drivers or US servers inana. It also provide tools like editors and compiles that help programmer write programs. Web browser. Ang web browser, guys, a program you use to view website on the internet. Mao na siya ang kanang ginagamit ato nga Chrome or Firefox inana. Tapos web community. Ang kanang web community, guys, mao na siyang a website where people with the same interest gathered to share and connect. Kanang web community is dira ang nagaisa ang kanang kuntahay ang mga tao or diri nga tao is hilig sila for gaming. So dira sila sa web community is nagaisa tanan ang kanang mga tao nga hilig sa web gaming, mga tao nga hilig sa gardening, dili nga. Next is web hosting. Anong web hosting, guys? Mao na siya ang a website where people with the same interest, web hosting, a server that provides the technology need to make a website visible to the internet. Next is web page. Ang kanang web page, guys, mao na siya ang a single documents you see online. It can have text, pictures, like igon ana. Next, guys, is web publishing. Kanang web publishing, the process of putting your own content online. This means building a website or page, then uploading them to other people can find and see them on the internet. Like imuhang gina-upload ang imuhang kanang own nga content sa online din. Diri ani web publishing. Tapos ang kining web server naman is a special computer that store website where you can type a web address. The web server send the website page to your browser so you can view them. So kining web server is mao ni siya ang naga-provide sa imuha if naa kay kanang gusto nga store nga nagpuntahay na kay gusto nga mabalaan. So i-search nimo ang web address ato imo gusto mabalaan, then si web server na ang mag-provide sa imuha og kadto nga kuan mo paglabas ana din dito pwede nimo pwede nimo ma-view ang katong nga website page na imong gusto. Next is website. Ang kanang website mao na siya ang collecting a related web page and file store on the web server. So then last is ang Wi-Fi. So ang Wi-Fi is sabotable naman kayo sa ato kung unsa na, di ba? So ang Wi-Fi is mao na siya ang wireless network nga kanang that use radio signals to connect devices like kanang laptops, tablet, phone to kanang connect device like laptop, tablet or phone to the internet. or wireless mo na siya. Then now we proceed to the internet. So the internet, it is capitalized when we say when we talk about the global one, because it is the huge network that links millions of computers around the world using special equipment like routers and servers. Once your computer gani guys na kanang makunik sa network, is maka-receive na siya or makasend na ka og email, videos, music, like calls mga ana on your computer program. Tapos kini naatay ko andri ang naga-provide og internet. So who provides internet services? So phone companies all over the world now also work as internet providers. In the Philippines, big names includes kanang PLDT, like ginagamit as Wi-Fi karon. Kanang PLDT, Smart Communications, and Sun Cellular. Tapos Globe Telecom. Ang kanang PLDT guys, mao na siya ang the largest one nga used to be called Philippine Long Distance Telephone Company. Tapos ang Smart Communications and Sun Cellular, mo na siya ang they work with the PLDT. So nag-work lang siya sa PLDT. Tapos ang Globe Telecom, mo na siya ang which both Bayantel, another telecom company. So this company use super fast fiber optic cable to send data. Munang ko ng no single person or company own the whole internet. Instead, big provider have their own networks that works together to deliver the internet to us. Tapos how many people use it? So in 2018 report from We Are Social and Hotso said over 4 million people worldwide use the internet for all sort of kanang reasons like the ones shown in the image, things like music, social media, work, or kanang uban pa guys. Now we proceed to the internet then and now. So today's network looks nothing like did nearly 50 years ago. So but at its core, it works the same way. It works the same basic way. It begins as a small, strictly controlled network for a specific task, but grow for beyond what is creator ever imagine. So where it all begins, Jod, so also gini nagsugod ang internet. So back in the 1960, the US Department of Defense built a network called ARPANET. So before siya natawag og internet, ginatawag na siya og ARPANET. So ARPANET means wala siya ang Advanced Research Projects Agencies Network. So ang goal ng ARPANET guys is it was to let military research team works together with the labs from businesses and the government before it was called the internet. So ang ARPANET guys, man siya connected university defense, constructors and a few government agencies. The photo shows that the technology looks like back then. Like sa old machines and lots of buttons. So how it grows and grow in the internet. So later more universities and US organization join ARPANET. So sa katumakuan is daghan pang nag-join sa ARPANET. So as it got bigger and more connected, it was renamed internet. So mintas gadako siya or kanang daghay gaapyo gadako siya mga mo nang na rename siya as a internet. Then came the World Wide Web, or often called or ginatawag na to nga WWW or just the web. This tech uses hypertext link that let you jump between page or to display text, image, animation, and more. It also made researching easy and added tools like maps, navigations. This feature made the internet explode and popularity all over the world, growing the way faster and bigger than anyone could have guessed. That's all.
Good day everyone, I am Dana Jill Binoa and my assigned topic is all about the Internet 2 environment, future empowerment. So the Internet 2 is a special type of network nga nabuhat ni adtong 1996 by 34 universities in the United States. It is a non-profit group that helps schools, researchers, and organizations work together and develop new technologies.
Internet 2 network, unlike sa regular internet, ang Internet 2 is more faster and more advanced. Nagagamit ni siya og modern optical and IP networking, and apila diri ang features like dynamic circuit network or DCN, which allows flexible and mas efficient sa paggamit sa data. Kanina network is mainly for ginagamit sa research and testing kay tungod mas secured siya. As of May 16, ang Internet 2 network nidako gid siya og taman. Naay 317 ka higher education institution sa US nga connected, uban pa ang 81 ka corporations og 64 ka affiliates. Naapoy 43 ka regional or state education networks, and naa na sila partner sa sobra 100 ka countries. It means nga ang Internet 2 dili lang kay para sa isa ka lugar, kundili for global na siya nga network para research and education. In the Philippines or sa Pilipinas, ang connection sa Internet 2 gihimo pinaagi sa PGNet ug TIN. Because of this, mahimo ang paggamit sa high-speed application sama sa telemedicine nga nakatabang sa healthcare pinaagi sa online consultation ug training. In 2017, naay nationwide medical training webcast nga gihimo gamit ani nga network. Internet today is still growing. Sa pagkakaroon, ang internet padayon gihapon sa pag-grow. Global na kaayo siya kay nag-connect na og libo-libong network sa tibuok kalibutan. In 2018, naanalabaw sa 4 billion users. And take note, walay usa ka owner ang internet. Open siya para sa tanan. Ang rules o standard niini ginabuhat sa mga organization sama sa ISOC o W36 aron masiguro nga tarong og safe ang paggamit sa internet. The internet jobs can do, the main job of internet is ang pag-move sa or pag-transfer sa isa ka info or data gikan sa usa ka lugar to another. Ang data pwede siya mahimog text, images, audio, video ug software programs. Because of this, ang internet makatabang sa daghang klase nga trabaho ug communication and mas faster and efficient. In addition, daghan kaayo og capabilities ang internet. Makahandle siya og laing-laing klase nga information ug makatabang sa mga tasks gikan sa simple sama sa email, web search, ug messaging, hangtod sa mga complex nga mga butang sama sa website creation og programming. Tanan ani is possible tungod sa laing-laing software nga nagpalihok sa internet sa.
Good morning, sir. My name is Divine Gasi Mangadlaw, and I'm going to report about how internet works and talk about something we use every single day, which is the internet. So part 1, the jobs the internet can do. So internet users may wonder about the jobs that the internet can do. So ang internet, guys, is now siya one main job to move, transfer, or assign computerized information from one place to another. And gani nga information is ginatawag nato na data, which can be text, images, videos, apps, and more with it. It helps us do simple tasks like mag-check if ang atong emails or sending chat messages, and even complex work like building websites or coding programs. Like for example, kung mag-send kag pictures sa imuha friend via messenger, kana nga picture is matawag na siya data. Tinang job sa internet is i-move na niya gikan sa phone nimo hangtod sa laing phone or sa gisendan nimo picture. Then ang part 2 is how data travels the internet. So data and information are transferred around the world through wired or wireless transmission media. So ang data daw is matransfer na siya around the world wired or wireless. So, sa Philippines, ang backbone internet networks sa Philippines is na-link sa mga places like La Union, Batangas, Cavite, and Davao. Most of the internet is nagagamit og public telephone network, but it works differently from a regular phone call. So, i-compare nato how the telephone call works and how the internet carry information or data. So, ang phone call, nagagamit siya circuit switching. Kung motawag ka sa imuhang friend, ang direct line or circuit, ma-open siya between your homes and it stays open the whole time you talk. If mag-stay ka sa line, even wala ka nagstorya or nitingog, walay lain makagamit sa linya. Then ang internet is naga-use siya packet switching. Instead na mag-send og data as one big block, it breaks into small pieces or mabungkag siya, mao na siya ang gilatawag og packets. So ang matag isa sa packets is taas sila own address and can take different paths to reach the destination. Then mabuo na po sila balik. Then ang part 3 is the steps in how the data moves through the internet. So ang journey sa packets is mo travel na siya from origin device to a destination. Sa modern networking, ang data is dili siya ma-send as solid block. Instead, mabroken siya into smaller pieces to ensure nga na-deliver siya maayo. So again, ang data is mo travel na siya like a packet journey. With these steps, first is the packetization or TCP or Transmission Control Protocol. Muna siya nagbungkag or split sa data into packets para mabutangan og label o destination each of them. The second is local network to ISP. Muna siya ang pag-leave sa packets sa imuhang device. Muagi na siya sa imuhang modem or router. Then padulong sa imuhang internet service provider like Globe or PLDT. Then the third is internet backbone. Mao ni siya ang pag-move sa packets through high-capacity networks to reach far places. Then ang ikapat is routing. Mao ni siya ang ni-act like a traffic enforcer. Sila ang nag-check each packet as to address and mapili sa pinakamalakas nga ruta. Then ang ikalima is reassembly. So if ang tanan packets mo arrive ta, ang TCP puts them back in the right order. If naanay lost or broken nga packets, ang TCP ang mag-ask balik to send again. Ang last is fine delivery. Na okay na ang mga data kay moadto na siya sa imuhang apps nga gigamit. Then example, if mag-send kag email with an attachment, ang email and file are split into packets, sent through your ISP and the internet backbone, and then moagi na siya around the busy areas and put back together at your friend email server, then delivered to their inbox. And part 4 is how data sent through the internet. Circuit switching is one of the most common schemes utilized to build a communication networks such as the case of ordinary telephone calls. So, ang circuit switching, guys, is mo ni siya ang traditional method para makabuild og communication network based on for use in ordinary telephone system. So, if mutawag ka sa lain sure na dili maputol ang inyong linya. Even na post mo pagistoryahan ang linya is ma-open na siya always and wala lain makagamit. As time goes by, technology is improved and na-develop na. Ang diraan na himong standard ang packet switching. Kaya instead na ma-send og information or data as a whole piece, ma-break na siya or mabungkag into pieces, called packets. Then kani nga method is mas effective compared sa circuit switching. Now, let's compare the circuit switchings versus packet switching. Na sila pros, cons, and key features. So, ang circuit switching, ang pros niya is line naka-reserve na daan until disconnected. Ang cons is makosyag delays because the line is busy until the call ends. Ang iyang K is can store messages temporarily to reduce congestion. Sa packet switching naman, ang pros niya is packets can avoid busy areas, masend gihapon na siya even busy ang area. Ang cons lang, ang packets might get lost or take different paths, so mong each of them need jud og label og address. Nang iyang key types is packets sent independently. And for example, if nakasal long phone call with your family abroad, ang circuit switching keeps in the line busy the whole time, so no one else can use the part of the network. But if mag-send ka sa ilaha o series of photos via packet switching, ang packets can share the network with no other data, so no one can get blocked. Part 5. What computers do on the internet? So, computers have a different roles. First is the server. Is muna siyang electronic filing cabinets, nag-store siyang information and send if na ay mag-request. Din ang client is muna siya ang device nga nagakuha og information gikan sa service like laptop, phone or tablet. Then Active Directory Domain Services, kani siya ang nag-store sa user accounts and organization data. And Domain Name System, kani siya ang nagahatag og IP address para makatype kag dali, like makatype gayon ka google.com instead of long number. And Web Server, mao ni siya ang nag-hold sa websites and delivers them to your browser. So Print Server is kani siya ang nag-connect sa printers to computers over the internet. Then the part 6 is the World Wide Web. So ang World Wide Web is mao ni siya ang collection of public websites nga connected the internet plus the devices that access them na dili siya same sa internet. The internet is the hardware structure, while ang World Wide Web is an application built on top of it. So naay three fundamental ang technologies of World Wide Web, which is Hypertext Markup Language, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and web servers and web browsers. So ang Hypertext Markup Language is ginagamit ni siya to create web pages like the code that makes text bold or adds images. Then ang Hypertext, kani siya ang protocol nga nagaset og rules that lets devices exchange information on the web. Then ang web servers is mao siya nag-serves as a store websites, browsers like Chrome or Edge, and show and navigate web content. So on March 12, 2017, the World Wide Web turned 28 years old. It has completely changed how we live and connect.
Good day to you, sir, and to my fellow classmates. So let's proceed to the topic, the World Wide Web. So we all know the acronym of World Wide Web, which is the WWW. So it says to the textbook that the World Wide Web of WWW is refers to as the collection of public websites that are connected to the internet worldwide. It can be accessed. The content can be accessed through the client's computers, such as personal computer, laptops, iPads, and cellular phones. So, World Wide Web, or we also known as the WWW, or basically, sinasabi natin na web, it is a system of documents and various types of medias connected through a hyperlink and URLs. Web technologies. The WWW is considered to be one of the application of the internet and computer networks. This is based on the three fundamental technologies that are said to be part of the WWW development. We have HTML, or the Hypertext Markup Language. We have HTTP, or the Hypertext Transfer Protocol. And we have web servers and web browsers. So, what is Hypertext Markup Language? Hypertext Markup Language, or the HTML, is a standard markup language used for creating web pages. So, HTML is not a programming language. It is used to create a web pages and also tells browser what to show and how. HTML is important because it is the basic structure of a website and also easy to learn and needed for web development. And if you don't have a HTML, then there is no website. And also website, it is the collection of web pages. Hypertext Transfer Protocol, or the HTTP, is classified as the set of standards allowing user of the World Wide Web to interchange information seen on web pages. Uses port 80, is the standard port for HTTP connection. And so HTTP, or the Hypertext Transfer Protocol, it's the system that allows your web browser like Chrome, Firefox, or Safari to talk to a website and get the information you want. When you type a website name or click a link, your browser sent a request using the HTTP to a web server, then the server will respond by sending back to your browser using the HTTP again. Web servers and web browsers is a software application for recovering, presenting, and navigating information resources on the World Wide Web. Web server is a computer that runs application and services ranging from website to instant messaging. It's called a web server because it provides a service to another computer and its user, also known as the client. It is typically stored in something called the data center with hundreds or thousands of other servers all running different services connected to the internet. A web server has many functions, which includes website storage and administration, data storage, security, and managing email. So we have web browser. It is a type of services software. And there are different browsers applications that are currently used in the WW, such as Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Mozilla, Firefox, Safari, and more. The WW, or the World Wide Web today, changed the humanity forever and developed a virtual world in our generation. There are known websites that enhance their features in terms of design and development style to adapt to the speedily growing techniques of the user's way of retrieving the web from large screen computers to small screen mobile phones. It is observed and shown that the way the web works is reasonably simple, having the four basic stages. We have connection, request, response, and close. The first stage is where many users access the browsers such as Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, and Mozilla Firefox, some of the most used browsers to connect to the web server. A browser is simply the app that opens websites. It's the gateway that allows you to search, watch videos, learn online, and visit any page you want. Browsers work by using unique protocol known as the HTTP, which demands a particular program text from the web server. The text is actually written in HTML format that informs the browsers on how it will display the text on the user's screen. There are different technical terms used in explaining how the web works. One of the most important terms to know is the Uniform Resource Locator, or the URLs, which is sorted as the internet address. A URL contains four parts, namely the protocol identifier, which indicates the protocol to use, and the domain name, which specifies the IP address where the resource is located, the path, and the file name. According to W3 Counter, a free unit counter that offers website analytics, Chrome is the most used web browser with 60.6% share as of March 2018. Among other browsers in the first are Safari, which has a 15.4%, Internet Explorer and Edge has a 7.6%, Firefox have 7.2%, and Opera has 2.9%. There are several techniques that can be used to improve web searches, such as first, using specific words and placing the most important terms first in the search text or phrase. Second, using quotation marks to create exact phrases. This helps the search engine find what it is looking for by using the exact sequences of words. Third, listing all possible spelling, for example, organizing or an organization. In addition to searching for web pages, many search engines allow searching for images, new articles, and various reports in different formats. What is a website? So a website is a collection of interlinked web pages under a single domain, accessible via the internet. Searching for information on the web. A website is maintained by the owner, called a web administrator. The owner can modify the website content as well as add new information in it. However, no single organization controls addition, deletions, and changes to all website. This means there is no single repository for all the websites found on the internet. There are several companies, however, maintains organized directories of websites to help people find information about specific topics. There are two mainly managed search tools that people use in locating information on the web. We have search directories and search engines. Subject directories are developed and maintained by human editors and not by electronic spider or robots that are used to fetch web pages automatically. A search engine, on the other hand, uses small programs called spiders or bots like Googlebot, Yahoo Stirp, and MSN Bot that polish the internet, follows links, and return information to the search engine indicator. There are several techniques that can be used to improve web searches, such as first, using specific words and placing the most important terms first in the search text or phrase. Second, using quotation marks to create exact phrases. This helps the search engine find what it is looking for by using the exact sequences of words. Third, listing all possible spelling, for example, organizing or an organization. In addition to searching for web pages, many search engines allow searching for images, new articles, and various reports in different formats. One of the most popular search engines now is Google. There are most useful Google search tricks released in 2016. First, use quotes to search for an exact phrase. By typing in double quotes at the start and end for a certain word or phrase, Google will provide the exact word or phrasing you need. Second, use asterisk within quotes to specify unknown or variable words. The asterisk symbol will provide possibilities. It is helpful, for example, if you are trying to determine a song from its lyrics, but you forgot some of the words, or if you are trying to complete a sentence but could not remember what it was. Third, use the minus sign to eliminate results containing certain words. While the asterisk gives you possibilities, the minus sign eliminates result of certain words. Just type the minus sign prior to the word you do not want to include in the search. Fourth is the search website for keywords. You can specify certain content, format, or files you want Google search to provide. For instance, if you want to specify search for PDF files regarding a certain topic, simply type the key PDF followed by a colon symbol and the topic you are searching for. Number 5, compare using VS. By using the VS or the versus between two words you want to compare, Google will provide an in-depth analysis of the two words, such as pointing out similarities and differences. 6 is use define to search for meaning of words or slang included. The define, a keyword, provides a dictionary definition of a word. Also, you will be able to see its etymology and a graph of its use over time. 7, the last one, search image using images. Using your mobile device's camera, you can search for images online by going to Google Image, activating your camera phone, and taking a picture of the image you are searching for. Google will provide you with similar image on the web.